Croatia moving migrants on, says PM Zoran Milanovic. Migrants flooding into Croatia are being moved on, PM Zoran Milanovic says, adding that his country cannot become a migrant hotspot. Up to 20 buses carried migrants to the Hungary border, although Hungary says it is building a new fence there. Croatia has closed 7 of its 8 road crossings to Serbia after 14,000 migrants entered over the past 2 days seeking passage to northern Europe. Slovenia, another neighbor of Croatia, accused Croatia of breaking EU rules. The huge numbers heading north through the Balkans have triggered an EU crisis. Many are fleeing conflicts in Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan. High tension following Mr. Milanovic's decision. The first buses carrying migrants arrived at the Hungarian border crossing of Bermond. Reports said that up to 20 buses were offloaded and that the migrants were being put on Hungarian buses and allowed to enter, although their destination was unclear. The reports said that there was a heavy Hungarian military presence on its side of the frontier. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban had earlier said that Hungary had started building a fence along part of its border with Croatia. It was Hungary's completion of a razor wire fence along its border with Serbia earlier this week that forced Serbia to move migrants towards Croatia. Refugees and migrants are making their way to the border with Slovenia in small groups. After arriving in Zagreb on trains and buses, they are catching taxis and some are walking towards the border, some 25 kilometers away. We met one extended Syrian family, about 30 or so, who walked across a quiet pedestrian border crossing in the village of Bergani. There were no police or other authorities in sight. They simply walked between 2 plant pots into Slovenia, waving and with smiles of relief on their faces. Shortly afterwards a police vehicle followed the group, and there are helicopters overhead, but no sign that the border is in any way secure. Grey Line Croatian officials said earlier that every border crossing with Serbia except the main road linking Belgrade and Zagreb, that Baja, had been closed. Local media reported severe congestion at the Batjokadia crossing, with a 6 km/mile queue of lorries back into Serbia. Migrants were seen walking through cornfields as they sought to go around the border crossings. Many were rounded up by Croatian police and sent to reception centers. One center near the border is said to be overwhelmed, with migrants camped at a petrol station and beside the road. Croatian Red Cross spokeswoman Katarina Zaric told the BBC the situation there was very difficult with people exhausted and tensions running high. Some of the migrants in Croatia have been taken to the capital, Zagreb. The BBC's Christian Fraser there says buses are arriving from the south all the time, but many people are also now trying to go on to Slovenia on foot.